Hey everybody, it's Rory from ANSgear. We've got another carbon goggle up on the table today. This is the SLD goggle, or the solid goggle. So when we're looking at this one, we've looked at the Pro goggle, the Pro Zero before. Really, the SLD goggle is almost identical to the Pro goggle, or the Pro Zero goggle, just in the way that you can see through the Pro version of the goggle. It's not opaque. It's not solid in its color, where the SLD is a solid color setup. So you really can't see through it. So it's not translucent in a way. So solid colors on the SLD goggle is really going to be the biggest difference between the two. So we've got our colors up here. Let me slide these over a little bit and we can open up this one right here. This is, I believe, called crimson. So this is solid crimson. Now on the SLD goggle, there are two options as far as coverage, just like on the Zero Pro goggle or the Pro Zero goggle. You've got the less coverage version, which looks like this. And that one right there is, that's the Royal SLD. Move this over here, but you've also got the more coverage. Now the difference between the two being right here, this front section is bigger than the other one. So if I hold these two up next to each other, you can see that one is longer than the other one right there. So you've got more coverage in the front, in the chin area on the more coverage version than you do on the less coverage version. All right, so I'm going to throw these up here, our colors for these goggles right there. Functionality between the goggles is exactly the same as to how the lenses come out, things like that. We'll pull a lens out real quick and just show you how that works. The chin strap is the same. You have the magnetic chin strap. The lens options are all there, so you can, on the website, you can mix and match. If you want to go with a different color lens in the goggle, you can do that as well. One of the main differences between the two is when you buy the Zero Pro goggle, or Pro Zero, I don't remember which way it goes, Pro Zero goggle, you get an extra lens in there. You get an extra clear lens with that goggle. You do not get that on the SLD goggle. You don't get an extra lens along with it. You do get, though, the visor setup. So you got the visor option and the foam right there. So if you're going to run the visor on there, you do need to remove the grid platform that's right here on the goggle. And you need to install the visor adapter setup, which just locks right in there. And then the visor, just like on the Pro goggle, it just snaps right in, just like that. So that'll put on there. And this will accommodate the fan, I believe, too, on there. So you put the fan on there. Plus, you're going to get that microfiber as well. So microfiber lens cleaner right there, as well as the visor setup and the new housing at the top to accommodate the visor. All right, so colorways on this one. This one right here, this one is just called light gray. Then we've got coal, which is this one right here. So coal is like the gray version. Light gray is kind of this bone white and then gray coming through there. And then we've got crimson, which is the red and gray. And then royal, I believe, right? Royal, which is this blue and gray. So these three, it looks like, the crimson, the royal, and the light gray all have this gray color, although they aren't the same shades. This has a lighter gray. That's probably why it's called light gray. This one is on the coal. Is that what that one was called? Yeah, coal. This one is almost black inside there. And this one is a darker gray and a darker gray. So those two grays are the same right there. When it comes to the chin straps, like we talked about, it has that magnetic chin strap that just easily snaps together and comes apart super easy. No more squeezing and then trying to pull it apart or finding that perfect match between the two where it just, snaps together. This, you basically just put it next to it and it locks in there. Super, super simple. Strap on the back has that silicone inside there, so it's going to keep it nice and firm. Let's see if this, so the strap on the Pro Series goggle is a little bit thicker on there, so it's a little bit wider on that one. And what I've noticed is the flex on the solid goggle is a little bit stiffer. It still has a good amount of flex to it. Like you can see, I'm easily able to just bend that over. But comparing that to the Zero goggle, the Pro Zero, this one is more flexible. So I don't know if this is thinner or if it's a different material, but it definitely has a different feel to it as far as flexibility. That's not to say that this isn't flexible though, because it most definitely has some flex to it. What else? Goggle or lens. So the lens comes out the same exact way, where you've lifted the retainer tab forward, you rotate it, and that allows it to come out. So lift forward or pivot forward, and then rotate, come out, and then we can just push our lens forward and then pull our lens right out. And then we could put on another lens or just maybe clean this a little bit easier and then put it back together. Obviously you want to remove the film on the inside before you get started. That way you're seeing through what you should be seeing through and you're not seeing through some sort of weird thing. All right. So I'm going to just slide this lens back in here. Like so. Put in my tabs. Can't see in there. My eyes. Yep, that one's in right there. You can see just how easy these go in. They're super simple to get your goggle lens into. And then, oops, I got that one in backwards. And then put that together. So easy pivots to lock everything in place. The foam, you can pull the foams out, you can replace the foams, you sell replacements for that. It's a great goggle. So this is the SLD version or solid version. Again, the coloring is just solid on it. You can't see through it. The royal, the crimson, the coal, and the light gray are available through the website. Check them out at ANSgear.com.